Let me quickly talk to you about Thomson Reuters K1 Analyzer tax software. This is important, folks, because for the last 11 months, we have investigated 82 professional tax preparation and research tools, culminating in the review of hundreds of features, pricing tiers, databases, and customer support models. So whenever we needed some clarifications or answers to specific thematics, we reached out to Thomson Reuters, okay? So this particular Thomson Reuters K1 Analyzer software review is a part of a series that is a direct offshoot of our months-long initiative, and we have rated their software tools on 6 quintessential criteria. So we have accuracy, that is low error rate, timely updates, value for cost, ease of use, customer support, and availability of forms. Enjoy. Let's jump right into it, folks. Here is today's agenda. So we have the structure here. I will give you an overview about this software. I will talk about ergonomics, convenience, productivity, very important. We will talk about support, growth, pricing, and I will recap today's conversation. So when you think about a K1 analyzer from Thomson, you have to think about a K1 software that allows you to extract, review, and aggregate complex K1 information. So we're not speaking about just very simple K1 calculation or information here. We're speaking about complex. We're speaking about volumes, okay? And you want to choose the Thomson Reuters K1 Analyzer software to quickly extract, aggregate, complex, non-standard. It has to be non-standard K1 information so that you can review it and analyze it quickly, you or your practice, your team members, okay? So K1 Analyzer provides a single standard structured output for managing K1s that allows users to eliminate manual efforts so that they can spend time reviewing, analyzing, and getting insights from their data. So basically, K1 is stripping away from the whole process, the manual part, and giving you, the practitioner, more power in terms of analysis, in terms of insights, in terms of the whole thing here is analytics, okay? And this software is powered by artificial intelligence and machine learning. So this is really good. This is why the software can read, extract, and analyze K1 data from front to back, including unstructured footnotes, statements, and disclosures. Okay, and it is a web-based, user-friendly tool that combines years of K1 structure refinement, years of machine learning, years of machine training with more than 100,000 K1s. And what we love here is that this is one of Thomson Reuters' big innovations recently, and we love the fact that this software encompasses a lot of tools that allow you to have continuous learning in terms of growing your practice, in terms of growing your K1 analytics. Okay, so this is really good. And this software also handles retroactive tax law changes perfectly. It is also great in terms of handling updates that relates to K1 analysis during tax season and beyond. Check out this short video about our professional tax preparation software evaluation. We do have a rigorous methodology on this show when it comes to evaluating, categorizing, and listing tax preparer software tools. Check this out. Let me talk to you about ergonomics. So here, I really want to mention how this Thomson Reuters K1 Analyzer is user-friendly. Okay, we want to focus on user-friendliness. One thing for sure, you have all the essential features that you need in terms of professional tax preparation software and in terms of professional K1 analysis. And we love the fact that you have data entry style or forms, you have forms or interviews, okay? When it comes to analyzing the data, you have all states included. So don't worry if your clients are in Alaska or Hawaii, not a problem. Okay, and you have all federal tax form included, and we love the fact that this K1 analyzer will dig into the 1065 and 1120S and 1120C to see exactly what's really happening at the individual level, but also at the entity level. So this is the duality of analysis that we love in this software, is the fact that it is able to it is able to use artificial intelligence and machine learning to dig data, to extract data, not only from the individual K1 partner, but also from the entity that produced the K1 reports in the first place. Okay, so when you get the K1 software, you have structured data. You can standardize and bring structure to massive volumes of information contained in schedules K1. This is actually the tool, again, when you are thinking about massive volumes. So if your client is a part of a general partnership, a limited partnership, a limited liability partnership, an LLC that has elected to be taxed as a partnership, you would find this software tool, this Thomson Reuters K1 Analyzer, very, very relevant, because it gives you increased accuracy, decreased risk, and increased confidence. Okay, increased accuracy in the sense that you can use artificial intelligence to extract and aggregate thousands of data points with ease. Decreased risk because it removes the manual keying of data. We all know how this can be very tedious, especially during tax season. So you are basically you are increasing the accuracy that is associated with your process, because it removes the manual keying of data. And you have heightened confidence because you know that you have completed all steps for proper compliance with federal, state, and international requirements. Let's quickly talk about convenience here, folks. When we mention convenience, we want to talk about user experience. So when you use this Thomson Reuters K1 Analyzer, you have a constellation of tools and modules that allow you to have a great user experience. Okay, the overall, based on our analysis, based on our investigation, the experience, when you use the K1 Analyzer, you have a satisfactory experience, especially when you are dealing with massive volumes of data. Okay, so you are able to mitigate a lot of risk when you use this software. You're able to mitigate risk. The K1 Analyzer reduces manual data analysis and improves accuracy when processing Schedule K1. And we all know how, I would say, certain items can really derail your K1 analysis, especially when you're dealing with volumes. For example, when you have inconsistent treatment of items. Okay, this could be a problem if depending upon the entity that you're analyzing, whether it's an LLC, LP, or whatever it is, it can be a problem. Errors. Okay, if there are errors on your Schedule K1 analysis, this powerful Thomson Reuters K1 Analyzer will help you mitigate that. If you also have a decedent's Schedules K1, this could be a problem also. Do you have a sale or exchange of partnership interest? I'm giving you some situations or items that usually, and for a practitioner like you and me, we really understand those items do take a lot of time in terms of analysis, in terms of research, in terms of compliance with federal, state, and city tax laws. And the Thomson Reuters K1 Analyzer helps you mitigate that, helps you actually bypass that analysis and move faster. For example, you also have nominee reporting. This is important also, that we all know how it's important. So this software helps you mitigate risks that are associated with exotic, quote unquote, exotic items. The software also helps simplify the complex Schedule K1 and their supplemental work papers. Okay, this is important. Again, it aggregates the information contained within them for easy use. So when we talk about things like international boycotts, limitations on losses, deductions, and credits, basis limitations. We all know how it's important, how basis limitations can create a lot of work during tax season or even beyond, depending on the legal structure of the entity. The software can also help your practice with at-risk limitations calculation. We also talk about passive activity limitations, right? So those are important. Section 469, you really understand, you really know what that is, and all the convoluted work that has to go into that section 469. So this Thomson Reuters K1 Analyzer can help you with that. Let's talk about productivity, folks. How does the Thomson Reuters K1 Analyzer help you gain productivity? Because we are focusing here on workflow gains. It's very important. So how does productivity work with Thomson Reuters K1 Analyzer? First of all, here is a software that allows you to have technological improvements in your K1 analysis and calculation process. It adds value. Okay, it adds value not only in terms of time that your team spends manually keying the data, it adds value in the time that it takes to analyze the data, because it gives you very nice reports, a very user-friendly dashboard, so you can see things in a very nice summarized way, so you can do the analysis based on your experience in that particular niche. We love the fact that the Thomson Reuters K1 Analyzer is also boosts your technical efficiency. So you're able to use your existing technology or skills more efficiently. This is important. You do have some organizational improvements. You're able to see organizational improvements in your practice, especially if your team works from home or you have a team that is scattered all across the globe and everybody works from specific locations, and you're trying to centralize that work, that spread work into a centralized manner. This can be very important. And the Thomson Reuters K1 Analyzer also helps with increasing scale. I was talking to you earlier about mass volumes, right? Mass volumes of K1. And now, so when you think about volumes of K1s, you don't want to spend too much time on the analysis. So it allows you to increase the scales. And we all understand that productivity is important for your practice, because productivity at the end of the day is a measure of efficiency, and effectiveness, especially when we are talking about a very competitive tax preparer software marketplace, a very competitive tax preparer software marketplace in general, because you have a lot of competition. And the benefits of productivity for your practice include high customer satisfaction. You have better terms with your clients. You have more attractive fees. Okay, you have increased access to capital. So this is important. And so if you want to improve productivity in your practice with K1 Analyzer, you want to help your staff plan more effectively. You want to provide clear direction. If you need any help, you can always contact Thomson Reuters K1 team. They will help you. You want to give people the tools they need. Okay, this is important. And you also want to make sure that you train your team accordingly. Very, very important. I'll be right back right after this. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, folks, to another section of the Awesome Story Kiwi Show. We are still having a conversation today about the Thomson Reuters K1 Analyzer, and I want to talk to you now about the customer support. Okay, the support is very important. So everything happens on a website called support.cch.com, and here you have a constellation of services. If you are a professional tax preparer or you are a seasonal one, they will take care of you, and you have training and support, not only in terms of the software used, how to use the Thomson Reuters K1 Analyzer, but also to make sure that you have the proper regulatory awareness when it comes to using the software, right? So that you can use the software to its full potential, thereby maximizing your benefits and ROI. This is important. And you can actually also go to a comprehensive database of online resources. You can ask the community at the Thomson Reuters. You can view their video library. You can search their knowledge base. So you have many conduits through which you can gain information. Okay, you can even contact the team directly. This is important. Okay, and one thing I want to say here is that you want to pay attention to. By the way, earlier I was just talking to you about the Thomson Reuters. Everything happens on CCH. Now CCH, everything happens on the Thomson Reuters website. Okay, and one thing I want to say very clearly here is that you can also reach Thomson Reuters through many ways. You can reach them on social media. You can also reach them also via what they have, the peer-to-peer support groups. So this is really important. At the end of the day, you want to pay attention to how you actually reach out to customer service, because during tax season, they tend to be very busy. So depending upon the structure or the pricing tier or the product that you have, you might have to wait longer on the phone. So what I'm trying to say here is that if you have multiple Thomson Reuters products, this could be great for your practice, because then you will have a privileged access to customer service and technical service also. But if you only have the Thomson Reuters K1 Analyzer, this could be a problem. So you have to understand, Thomson Reuters is a big company. They do have a great support team, but during tax season and beyond, sometimes you need to expect delays in answering any call or any message that you send them. Let's talk about the growth. Okay, how do you use actually this software to actually increase your revenue? And this is important. The Thomson Reuters K1 Analyzer. Well, this is there are many ways you can use this software to grow your business. First of all, you have a better visibility into other forms, including the form 1040s, right? Because as we know, the data from K1 will flow into 1040s. And also the data from K1 will flow from business returns. So you have that duality with individual tax returns and business tax returns. So K1 Analyzer helps you obtain, organize, prepare, and review, and sign and file Form 1040s, because the data that you got from the K1 is accurate, it is timely, you can use it. And you also get some interest in terms of business returns, because you're able to obtain, prepare, and review data from business returns and include that in your K1 analysis. So overall, this is kind of cool. And Thomson Reuters also has a constellation of resources to help you market yourself, market your practice, market yourself. And in terms of building a website, in terms of having a presence online, connecting with clients, existing clients, or potential clients on social media, you are able to network also. Remember that Thomson Reuters has a large community of peers, and you can reach out to them online or offline. You can use also content marketing, direct marketing. You can ask existing clients for referrals. What we love with the Thomson Reuters K1 Analyzer and other Thomson Reuters products is that you can basically gain a lot of insights from partnership analysis, for example. Okay, because the data that's coming from K1, from K1s, you can use that data to get insights into partnerships, see the kind of problems, the kind of challenges those partnerships have, and you can propose fitting solutions. You can also obviously have bank products for your clients also, if they want this kind of products, this kind of services. But again, it's all about niche analysis. It's all about what really works for your specific niche. Okay, you have to think about that, and you have to pay attention also to the fact that the Thomson Reuters K1 Analyzer is constantly innovating. It's not a static software tool. It is a dynamic one, so it constantly innovates. I want to talk to you about pricing here, folks. So when we talk about the Thomson Reuters K1 Analyzer, pricing was not available online when we reached out to the company. But one thing I want to say here, and so you need to contact a solutions consultant, a sales rep, if you will, to have more information. You might have to fill out a form, and you have access to a free demo, so you have an idea of what the software is about. You can review all the modules. You can review the strength and the power of this tool. It's very important to understand that if you're interested in the K1 Analyzer, please make sure that you understand that pricing should not be the only criterion. Okay, in other words, cost for value should not be the only criterion, because you got to think about your ROI here. If you handle several thousands of K1s every season or throughout the year, the big question is how much time, how many resources in terms of staff, in terms of money, in terms of operational resources. How much do you have to spend in resources versus getting all the work done by an artificial intelligence, machine learning powered tool such as Thomson Reuters K1 Analyzer? So it's not just about price. In our view, the ROI here can be fantastic. The time that you are saving, in terms of research, in terms of analysis, is just interesting. And we recommend this tool to all practices that have the size, because you got to have a certain size to benefit from this tool. In other words, if you want to have scales of economy, you need to have a certain number of K1s that you review, that you analyze every year, to say, listen, now we're not going to do things manually anymore. We are going to switch to something automated. And this is where you want to get a tool such as Thomson Reuters K1 Analyzer. So what I'm trying to say here is that do not focus only on the price. You want to think about the benefits. You want to think about the customer support. Very important, because as you know, professional tax preparer software is expensive to develop, it's expensive to maintain. Tax laws change all the time, so you got to pay attention to that. So, who is this Thomson Reuters K1 Analyzer for? In our view, this software tool is great for small, mid-sized, regional, national, and international practices. And our overall score is 9.5 over 10. And when we analyze the top 10 tax preparer software tools, we actually ranked Thomson Reuters number 3. And this company has the highest rating for accuracy, so low error rates. If you're interested in watching this video, the top 10 tax preparer software tools, you can go watch it after this one. It's very, very relevant to the whole conversation about professional tax preparer software tools. Thank you so much for your attention, folks. I really appreciate it. I'll see you next time. But until then, remember, stay marvelous.